That's correct, and everybody, it's me, your host, Seiwato, with a new setup, as you can see. In today's episode of J Artists You Need to Listen to, I'll be introducing the killer dance rock band known as Johnnivan. And as usual, I'll be giving you a brief overview of the band's sound, followed by an interview I did with the band for those of you who are interested or for returning Johnnivan fans, which I am sure there are many of. Now, Johnnivan is a band that is definitely making waves over here in Tokyo, and if they continue riding that wave they're on, they'll definitely crash at a venue near you someday. I honestly predict this band will play at Coachella in the near future. They're that good. So for those of you who don't speak Japanese, Johnnivan may be the most accessible band I feature on this channel. That's because they write their songs in English. Especially for those of you who enjoy Western music like new wave dance rock or UK rock, you'll find Johnnivan's music very accessible. They have plenty of classic influences ranging from the likes of Talking Heads to David Bowie, and that's interwoven with a cool Japanese influence or two. If I recall correctly, they cited Yellow Magic Orchestra as an influence. They're a very legendary electronic music band in Japan. But I would say that Johnnivan is creating a new wave of their own though. So Johnnivan is labeled as a multinational band, but I like to call them a universal band because I've introduced Johnnivan to my friends from all over the world, including places like United States, Canada, France, China, Korea. It doesn't matter where you're from or what your taste in music is, you'll always have a good time listening to Johnnivan's music, especially at a live show. I just don't think it's possible for someone to say they dislike Johnnivan. But that's not to say that Johnnivan creates generic pop music that is accessible to the masses. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Johnnivan is not afraid to give in and go all out with their unique brand of dance music. And I think that genuine passion, particularly in the vocals, can resonate with any listener. Just take a listen to the vocals in this song. But Johnnivan is not just all vocals. Johnnivan's music is full of sick bass lines that'll keep you dancing until the sun rises. And I can personally assure you of that, as that's actually what I've done. I've danced all night at a music event Johnnivan performed at, and I can definitely recommend it. Plenty of fun. And combine that with a drummer that is able to adapt to all kinds of influences, you've got a recipe for a very unique and sick band, if I might say. On top of that, the guitarist from Johnnivan knows how to play with just the right amount of punkishness, with varying amounts of mellowness and harshness, which really makes the band shine. The guitar works very harmoniously with the keys, as you can hear, and they complement each other very well. Speaking of keys, it's what pushed Johnnivan over the edge from excellent into must-listen territory for me. The classically trained pianist provides very, very cool and complex compositions, and also a ton of cool synthesizers that really round out this band's sound and make it something truly exceptional. Just take a listen to Danced Once. If there was only one Johnnivan song I'd recommend, it'd be this one. I remember the first time I saw Johnnivan live and this song came on, I had an irresistible urge to start moving and grooving, and that's when I knew this band was cooking. If you're someone like me who has a hard time dancing, or maybe you've never danced once in your life before, definitely give this song a listen. Side note, the direction and production quality for Johnnivan's videos are quite incredible, so you've definitely got to check out the full-length videos after this. So for those of you who are new to Johnnivan, I hope that gave you a good idea of what the band sounds like. And for those of you who are interested in learning more about the band directly from the source, or for returning fans of Johnnivan, please stay tuned for a very intimate interview I'm sure you'll enjoy. One last note, in the interview I mentioned something called Freeway Waseda. That's just referring to a music club called Freeway Music at Waseda University that I briefly participated in. Now, with that clear, let's get on with the interview.
Hello, this is Seiwato, and today we're outside Shimokitazawa 3, taking a breath of fresh air with the band Johnnivan. And today, right now, we have an interview with the frontman of Johnnivan. So how about let's hear it for Johnnivan. So, you must be the Johnnivan we've heard so much about.
I hope only good things, but yes, I am. I am the Johnnivan, yes.
So he's Jonathan, actually.
I didn't know that I was, sorry.
So maybe that's something we want to clear up. So what does the name Johnnivan mean? Does it have any meaning?
It doesn't have any meaning associated to it, but it does come from my name, Jonathan Sullivan. So you take the first part of Jonathan, the last part of Sullivan, boom, Jonathan. There you go.
I see. Okay, so don't forget that. Jonathan from Johnnivan. Okay, so our first question is there anything particular about Japan or Japan's music that made you want to form a band here? And how has Japan influenced your music?
I wouldn't say anything related to Japan. The country has influenced my music per se, but I would say the geographical trappings of the rest of us living in Japan kind of forced myself and the band to set up shop here. And I couldn't tell you what particular genre or an artist from Japan has influenced our music, but I would say I try not to pay attention to what's quote-unquote hip in Japan, because that usually goes against what I like as a listener, so I guess it taught me not to pay attention to their music.
I see. So you don't really care about the mainstream trends. You do what you like.
Yes. The main priority is expressing myself, and that happens to be not trending in Japan.
I see. So that actually relates to my next question. So I've noticed that Johnnivan has a lot of powerful vocals, but at the same time, the lyrics might express something that might be called vulnerabilities. So what kind of life experiences impact your music and lyrical writing?
I would say the life I lead is fairly average, but what I end up writing about usually deals with extremes. So right now we're writing and recording our third album, which deals with my grief and my falling in love. So those are vary to extremes of sadness and happiness. So things that are in the extreme and also that are kind of hard to express in a sentence, I guess. Something that I can't explain, something I don't understand, usually tend to turn into songs.
I see. That sounds
Heavy.
yeah, kind of.
Heavy.
Yeah, it sounds kind of heavy. I got to listen to that album. Those are two really different feelings, I guess. But anyway, those are the 2 questions I had prepared for you. Is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans?
Please be nice to each other, and please listen to our music. And if you don't enjoy it, that is okay.
I see. Very humble. Well, anyway, thank you, Jonathan, for the interview. And next up, we have Shogo. ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございます。
So now we are interviewing Shogo, the keyboardist of Johnnivan. So, I heard Shogo participated in freeway music at Waseda. Is that true?
Yeah, it's true story.
It's a true story. And did Johnnivan happen to form there, or is that my imagination?
Oh yeah, we are all in free music.
I see. So I guess that would make Shogo my senpai. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, as someone striving for a similar position, I have to ask, what made you want to play in a rock band as a keyboardist? 日本語でいいです。
そうですね。キーボードを弾くってことは、ある意味そのギターとかドラムよりも、いわゆるロックンロールバンドの、定義からは少し遠いのかなと、思う人が多いとは思うんですけども、っていうのは僕はそうは思わないんですけども、一般的にはそう思われていることが多いと思います。実際に僕も子供の時はあんまりロックミュージックをプレイすることはなくて、どっちかというとクラシックミュージックを弾いてました。ショパンだったりリストだったりラフマニノフだったり、そういうのをプレイしたんですけども、中学生高校生ぐらいで70s とか 80s のミュージックを聴いて、例えば、ジェネシスとか、あとマイケル・ジャクソンとか、トーキングヘッズ、なんだろうね、そのあたり、ポリスもそうかな、もう聴いて、意外とそのキーボードとかシンセサイザーはそのロックバンドの中でメインのサウンドになり得るのかなっていうふうに思って、もしかしたら俺も自分のそのキーボードピアノを弾く能力を使って、ロックバンドを作れるのかなって思うようになりましたね。で大学に入ってバンドメンバーを探して、ジョニバンの4人に運よく出会ったと、そんな感じでバンドを組みました。
なるほど。そう、クラシカルピアノやってたね。
そう。
そう、なんかたまによく聴けるジョニーバンの音楽になんかとてもなんか美しい、なんか深いなんだっけコンポジションがあるね。だから次の質問は、Does Johnnivan fit into any pre-existing genre of music? And well, let's just start with that.
ジョニバの音楽はそう何か特定のジャンルにはフィットしないと思います。
If that's the case, how do you think Johnnivan is paving its own way in music history?
そうだね。なんかとは言ってもその全く新しい音楽のジャンルを作ろうと思って音楽をやってるわけじゃなくて、すでにあるジャンルを何かを突き進めてるっていうわけではなくて、本当にそのいろんな音楽のジャンルだったり、音楽に限らずいろんなカルチャーだったりを吸収してインプットして、で、常に自分たちから見た新しいワクワクする音楽を作ろうっていうことにずっとトライしてます。なんであんまり答えになってないかもしれないんだけれども、その ずっと進化し続けて何かのジャンルにこだわるわけではなくこう変化し続けるっていうのが、まあ、一番大事だし、まあ、それがやりたいことなのかなっていう感じです。
なるほど。よくわかりました。前の答えと似てると思います。なるほどです。じゃあ、ファンに他の言いたいことありますか？
この動画はいつ出るかわからないんですけれど、12月14日にWWWX で僕たちのパーティーをやります。なので今チケットが売り出されたばっかりなのでぜひ買って遊びに来てください。まああとこれもまだ発表してないですけれども新しい音楽を近いうちにどんどん出していこうかなって思ってるんで、それも楽しみに待っててください。ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。
なので編集を急いでやるそのイベントを楽しみに絶対おすすめします。じゃあ翔吾さんありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。はい。
Next up is Junsu. Junsu is the guitarist for Johnnivan, and we have a kind of interesting question. So let me get this straight. Junsun is from Korea, moved to Japan to play in a Japanese music band with Western influences. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So, yeah, that's correct.
That's correct. So what in the world made you want to do that?
So, I've grown up living. It's fine. Okay.
Oh, you want to hold it? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll hold it. So I've grown up listening basically Western music when I was like in middle school, high school. So I believe that the kind of mid 2000 band like Linkin Park and else was a star, I guess. And then some sip of 90s British rock, British pop, like Oasis, Coldplay, Radiohead, Travis, something like that. It was that made me to grab my guitar at first, I believe that. So and that's it. So I moved to Japan to start my uni. So and I met those guys at the Freedom Music you mentioned. Yeah. So and that's a history I've got.
And what do you like most about playing in this type of like multinational band? Here you go.
Thank you, sir. So I guess this is quite a tough question and also easy question because I didn't really give a shit to playing indie multinational band. So, but I guess the point is what I like the most is the fact that we are representing some diversity and all the perspective we got each other. So I'm from Korea, Seoul, and other members from different region of Japan and something like that. So yeah, I guess that is the point. Yeah, and I kind of love it. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I feel like Johnnivan brings a little bit of back home to Japan. I'm from the U.S., so we're all about that diversity. So that's a pretty cool perspective. Thank you. So is there anything else you'd like to say to your fans?
Not much, but be cool, drink much alcohol you like. Yeah, that's it. Because smoke and drinking alcohol and spending your time listening to music, that's cool. Yeah.
I see. Well, thank you, Junso, for those interesting remarks. And next up, we have Yusaku, right? Yusaku. Next up, we have Yusaku. Now, Yusaku is the drummer for Johnnivan. And so, I'm going to ask 日本語で聞いてみます。日本語の方がいいでしょじゃあ、Johnnivanを束ねる存在としていろいろな影響を自分のドラミングに取り入れること難しいと感じることはある？
そうですね、感じますね。というのもさっき翔吾が言ってたけど、ジョニバンの音楽って何かのジャンルで何かのジャンルの音楽をやっているわけじゃなくて、ジョニバンの音楽が一つのジャンル、だからジョナさんが書いてくる音楽に対して俺がどういう風に アウトプットできるかが、その都度こう求められるし試されるし、俺が毎回トライしてることでもあるから、もちろん難しいけど、常に新しいことをやっていく、変わり続けていくためにも、そのジョナさんが作ってきた音楽が進む方向に対して俺はドラムとしてこうサポートしていくことが一番大事だと思ってるから、常にチャレンジはしていきたいと思っています。
そういう感じ、いつもチャレンジしてるね。まあ確かにね。じゃあ次の質問はジョニベンの、特徴的なサウンドはドラムとなんだと思う？
まあドラムで言うとジョニバのドラムは根底に常にダンスロック、があると思ってて、それこそ 70s、80s とかのニューウェーブのサウンドから始まって、2010年代とかの US インディーとかの、ソフトかつ、エレクトリックかつ、アンビエントな要素も入ってきたロックドラムではない新しいドラム、新しい時代のドラムみたいなのが求められてると思うから、その音の追求は普通のロックバンドとはちょっと違う方向性でやっていかないと、できないことだし、それは常に意識していることです。
なるほどなるほど、それ絶対感じられたな。普通のロックバンドじゃないって感じられた。じゃあファンに他の言いたいことありますか？
そうですね、僕はジョニバの中でも一番パッションがあると思うからなんかライブに来た時はこうなんだろう、ただ音楽を聴きに来るんじゃなくて音に対して体を揺らしてほしいと思ってるし、そのために俺はそのドラムとして、みんなを楽しませることを俺は意識してるから、お互いそういう気持ちでライブに見に来たら嬉しいなっていう。
まあライブ行ったら、絶対なんだっけ楽しむと思うから、ぜひぜひ。じゃあ優作の質問は以上です。ありがとうございました。次はケントだね。And last but not least, we have Kento on bass. So まず
こんにちは。
My bad, my manners today. Okay, so 作ったすべての曲でどうやってリスナーを踊らせている？
そうですね。まずその音源を作るときと、ライブで、決定的にこう考え方を変えてて、音源は基本的にこうカチカチにこうなんでしょうかね、こう作ってでグリッドに合わせてベースを弾いてたりするんですけど、ライブとかだとこうより分かりやすい形にするためにこうあえてドライブを強めに入れたりとかでグリッドからずらして、こうみんながダンスできるようなこうフレージングに作り上げたりとかいうことをしてみんながこう踊れるような、作り方してますね。
頑張ってるね、ありがとう。なんかいつも感じられる。ありがとうございます。次の質問はもう答えたかな。ベースラインを作るときにどのような影響や感情を大事にしている？もうちょっと深く言ってくれる？答えてくれる？
そうですね。ジョニバンってベースラインだけじゃなくて他のベースだけじゃなくて他の楽器もそうなんですけど、こう無駄な音をこう入れないとか無駄なフレージングはしなくて、で曲が本当に必要だと思われるこうフレーズをこうどんどん入れていくみたいなことは常に意識してます。はい、でジョナさんが結構こう大まかなこうラインを考えてくることが多いんですけど、でそこにもうすでにこう吹き込みたいこう感情だったり意味がもう出来上がっているので、そこをいかにずらさず、ただこうどうこうなんていうんですかね、付加価値みたいなのつけられるかっていうのは常に考えてるっていう形です。 はい。
なるほどです。なんかこのバンドで協力は強いかな。
協力、そうですね。みんなで一緒に協力し合いながら作ってるっていうのは非常に強いバンドかなと思います。
そうですね。じゃあファンに他の言いたいことありますか？
そうですね。1個目の質問で答えたんですけど、音源とライブって結構違うって言われることがよくあるんで、いい意味で。なので、音源聞いたことある人はぜひライブにも、来ていただければなと思います。はい。
Definitely recommend it. Come to the live. You'll feel the music pulse through you. But anyway, ありがとうございました。And now we're off to enjoy a stellar performance by Johnnivan. 以上です。ありがとうございました。
What an excellent lineup of musicians, right? I hope this video got you interested in Johnnivan, or if you're a returning fan of Johnnivan, I hope you learned something new. Remember to support the artists by listening to their music, buying their merch, and following them on social media. Remember to like and subscribe to stay updated with new J artists you need to listen to. And check out the description for any relevant links. Until next time, say what? Now let's jam.
難しい質問だと思う。難しい。大丈夫。じゃあドラムポイントはなんか
ドラムでこだわってるところでしょ。つまり。
そうそう。It's drumming hard in this band. それ一番このバンドで
Next question.
ドラミング難しい。はい。まとない。そしてなんか特徴的なサウンドがありますけど。We can do it. Okay, so whenever you're ready, hit that record button. It was rolling, huh?
It was rolling.
All right, good.